The cut. Oh, right, I forgot it's a video too. Dang.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, so I gotta be locked in. That look good.
Alright.
Right.
So, welcome back. I'm Sanskriti, and this is the International Insider, a podcast that brings relevant information for the international student community and brings you stories from current, former international students. And this is an A to Z of the international student experience. And today, we're talking about building friendships across culture. Ooh. I'm and I think we have the perfect guest for it, Tobi.
Hi, that's me.
Tobi is the Global Union president. Global Union is a representative student organization at RIT that represents students, various clubs from over like 100 countries.
Yeah.
So, can you start from telling us more about Global Union?
Yeah.
You do as the president.
Of course. So I've been a part of Global Union's e-board pretty much since my second year. I started off as the community manager, then went on like last year to be the treasurer in the fall, and then had to move up to vice president in the spring. And then, of course, now being president has been a big part of my RIT journey. And I think like what I value most about being a part of it as a whole is like how international students who are obviously like in a way taken away from what they're used to and like thrown into like a different world pretty much have like a group that is looking out for them like the most. Like obviously like international student services there, I think like more on the like student facing side of like, oh, like we're gonna have events going on that are like definitely like a lot more like, okay, student to student stuff, or we're gonna be like social media, it's gonna be like students still, and like, you know, it's like a pretty valuable experience to see like a lot of students know like there's other students who are like a lot of times in the same position as them. Like I'm from Nigeria, like coming from there, it was like a very new experience, like being in Rochester specifically because I've never been here, but been in America. But like in general, just like knowing the struggle to an extent, but then also knowing like, guys, like it's gonna be better like once you start getting involved in things like that. So it's pretty cool.
That is true. I mean, it is about, it's like you know what it feels like. So
right.
You can, be in the shoes and be like,
exactly. Like I
get it.
Perfect.
Yeah, because for me, I think as an international student, the challenge that I initially faced, and I think I still face in like some ways, is the language, the accent, and more like the etiquettes of like a conversation, and not just with like people from America, but like
like in general,
from
just
different
people
countries,
from different countries, right?
So
no, I get that.
I think I'm meeting different people and I'm learning that. So as an international student yourself, what are some like common challenges you have faced?
I think at first I also struggled with the accent, but I know like when I was coming here, even like my mom was telling me, like showed me a video of one of my brothers, like my older brother's old like classmates, and like it was a video of him, I think, at his school, and like he had like a flawless American accent. And I was like, okay, I don't know if she's trying to like mock me for this. Like you better like have something like this when you go, or like she was just trying to show me like maybe this is the way to like help you like adjust and things like that. So I worked on it, but like obviously it's not perfect. I don't want it to be because I still want to have like my original accent and everything, so like that comes out sometimes too, especially like when I'm like super comfortable with like other people from like Africa as a whole, and like especially from Nigeria, but like that definitely at first was a big challenge, especially with my friends from here who like, I remember one of them said like she didn't really understand like a lot of things I said when we first met. I was like, that's crazy, you never said anything about that. Cool. And then I think also like the weather, which is like everybody, even people from here say that. Yeah. It's so bad. Like I don't know. Right, yeah. Like I think the only time of year I enjoy like really in Rochester is the summer. But no one's here to enjoy it with me. I'm just like, that's awful. Like you guys like stay for the summer more. I've stayed like pretty much every summer here. Like it's awesome. Being outside and stuff like when it's warm. So yeah, and I think like generally like culture is different. Like food is, I don't want to make anybody. Yeah, I don't want to make anybody who's like from Rochester mad, possibly. But like, it's not it here. It's really not. But like, I mean, people are different too. Like, I'd say like there's like positive things that were still challenging. Like a lot of times people want to engage in conversation more, especially in like grocery stores, and like even like I've worked a bunch of like customer service jobs, and like I was so not used to people asking me how my day is
Yeah.
going. Even as the worker,
Yeah.
like I didn't know that was something I should do really.
Yeah.
I just felt like, okay, you're coming in, I'm gonna just make sure you come in and then you can keep going.
Yeah.
But like that's like people are seeking conversation when they go into places because like just a part of people how people in America operate, and like I love it. It's
Yeah.
really nice. Just talk to random people, and like sometimes they become friends,
Yeah.
sometimes not, but like that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say,
cool.
because that's, I think, a lot of international students face of like
Yeah.
just passing by a stranger like, hey, how's your day? And I'm like,
I don't know who you are. I don't want to tell you how my day's going.
Yeah.
How about my name first? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
No,
But I think,
get
yeah,
that.
that actually builds, builds like conversations and
No,
connections and
definitely. Yeah,
sort
a
of
lot,
types.
a
So,
lot. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. It's
Okay.
great. Yeah.
Okay. So, back to your role in GU.
Yeah.
What does GU do to help like international students connect with one another to foster this multicultural community at IIT?
Right. So like I said earlier, we have a bunch of events that we do, like some of the like flagship ones that we've pretty much been doing, at least as far as I've known. And they're like super consistent. We usually have 2 tea times every semester. When I first came in, they were pretty much like tabling things. People just come in, grab tea, hear a little bit about the organization, stuff like that. But as I've been a part of it, it's grown into like us having a theme and like having it be in a room, and it's like a chance for, especially like usually our first one of the semester is like a career fair one. Anyway, yeah, that usually brings so many people because like we all get it. Like it's gonna be hard for us to find jobs, given our position, but like you want to at least set yourself up to be ready for that kind of thing, you know. And like we have other like other departments help us and things like that, so it's really nice. And like the second one's been kind of rotating, but like in general, the tea times are like a very big part of what we do. And then like our biggest thing of the year, unification. Just brought it back last year. Pretty like end of semester, like, so it was a little difficult to navigate, but like bringing it back again in the fall was like, it's probably my biggest accomplishment. My like 2-3 years being a part of Go Union, like in general, like in college, I think that was like the biggest thing I've done. It was so great. So many people from like so many different cultures and like just coming together and like literally unifying, you know. Like it was awesome. So
I was going to say that. I mean, last semester, I was there at the unification. It was just
you took pictures, right? Exactly.
It was
Thanks,
great. It was really fun.
Yeah,
so like,
awesome.
was this not a thing during? Was it stopped because of COVID?
It
was a thing before.
I think in a way, yeah. Like at the time we brought it back last year, I'd heard that it was I think 5 or 10 years since it last happened.
Oh.
So it was like it was weird. Like when I first became part of GU, I think we had like a banquet sort of. Celebrating the end of the year, so that was still really nice. I think it focused a lot more on like, you know, like our president, vice president at the time were graduating. I think we had like a few other members who were, so like it focused a lot on like celebrating them, which is still good. But I think like the concept of unification coming back is about like celebrating our like clubs, affiliate clubs, celebrating the cultures that like come together to form like the global union community, and I think that's like so valuable. So I'm like very glad we were able to bring it back. Like hopefully keep it going. So
it was beautiful.
Awesome.
So I'm glad that you brought it back. You made it happen.
Of course.
So do you think just being a part of GU has helped you like build meaningful connections and friendships that you like?
100%. Like I think a lot of like the affiliate e-board members, especially like obviously like generally in the community, like I've got to know a lot of people, but then like also working closely with people in those spheres like has allowed me to get to know them more, get to know about their clubs more and things like that. So like definitely helped a lot, like building community in that sense. And then even with like professional staff I've worked with, like over here at ISS, people at MCAS, people in DDI, career services, ECC, you name it. Like I've gotten to work with so many people just from like being a part of this, and I think I'm gonna like remember this experience for the rest of my life pretty much. So it's awesome. Yeah.
I'm glad But have you like faced challenges? Because I think I did. Like I mentioned, the way conversations happen and what relationships mean in different cultures.
Yeah.
Have you like faced those challenges where just building those connections and like different people from different countries.
Yeah, I think at times, especially like there's a few of the groups that I've worked with that are like people I know and like people from like possibly similar backgrounds and things like that. But I've also worked with people from different backgrounds, and just like their way of doing things is a little different from mine. And at times, like I wouldn't say it's like led to clashes or anything, but just like oh, I definitely wouldn't have done it that way, but like if it works for you, cool. So it's just like being able to expose myself to that has definitely helped a lot, but it's also not been like perfect. Like I'll say like overall like great. Just like being able to separate like okay, this is what I know works in my head from like what works in general has been like a constant like progression of like okay, what can I do better to work with this person again or in the future, like that kind of thing, like what can I improve on. So
no, that makes sense. I mean, the thing that worked for me was like just mutual respect. Like even if I don't understand something, I'm gonna respect it. So I think that
totally
has helped me just build those friendships.
Totally. I mean, culture is a big part of like everybody, like everybody's identity, and nobody's gonna let you like disrespect where they're from or like what they exactly. You shouldn't do it either. So I think definitely on my part too, like the respect of like generally like coming to America, that was like my mindset of like okay, I'm just gonna be open. Obviously, I'm still gonna remember where I came from, but like I'm gonna take in the experience and be like respectful of like what people enjoy here and things like that. So
Okay, so I have a few more questions, and they're kind of similar. I have a question about like what advice to give to international students struggling to make friends or connections, and I have a question: how can domestic students be more inclusive and open to forming friendships with international students?
Okay.
Works?
So
okay, cool. While you're meeting so many different people, how do you think domestic students here, can be more like inclusive and just open to forming friendships with like international students, people from different countries?
I mean, like the classic thing when it comes to working with people who are different from you, just look at them as people. Like don't think about like, oh, this person's from a different country, like I don't know who they are, that kind of thing, or like they're different from me so I can't possibly get along with them, that kind of stuff. Just like think about it as like if you were going to a different place, how would you want to be treated? You know? And like because RIT especially values like diversity and things like that, obviously it like will play on a lot of people's minds. Obviously like sometimes where you're coming from isn't necessarily the most diverse place, so it can be hard to like make that adjustment, but I think knowing that here there's so many different kinds of people here, just like value that and like consider it like as a blessing of like okay, like I'm gonna learn something new every day because like there's people here that I wouldn't have ever met if I never came here. And
I think it's just like hearing from people their stories,
right? Just like sharing,
it just has helped me learn a lot. So
definitely.
Just keeping an open mind.
100%.
Right. And I think one last question that I have for you is, what advice would you give to international students who are probably having a hard time connecting with people, finding friends? How do you think they can overcome that?
I would say like it's gonna be hard, of course, but like have an open mind. Put yourself out there. Like you're never gonna know how people will react to like you being in a room without like actually making yourself known, like making your presence known in that room. So like if something's going on that you're not super familiar with, ask questions. Just like try it, even literally just put your hands to it, try it. Or like always be willing to like take a look at something and like just look at it from a perspective of like, okay, this is like a new experience, but it could be a valuable experience if I just let it happen. Like that. So definitely what I would say to international students struggling with that, because I felt it myself. Like it was difficult at the start. COVID. God,
Oh, yeah.
Hate that so much.
Did you
Yeah.
Did you start your degree? Like, was it
Yeah,
virtually?
sort of. Yeah, I started virtually in spring of 2021.
Yeah.
Then I took a semester off in the fall, and then came over to campus in the spring of 22. So that was like, I kind of felt in a lot of ways like, oh, like people already got a head start on me. Like I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
And then because like I started online, I made like some friends there, but some people I might not even ever meet. Like there's probably people I met online that like I've never met here. So I like basically had to start from scratch in a lot of ways. Like now there's people on campus. Like I can't remember like what it was like to just sit at my computer and be like texting people or like my phone. So yeah, very different experience in that way. Yeah, it was a lot, but yeah.
And I think at that point you just need to know that it gets better.
Right. Yeah.
And
Totally.
It just like you need to believe in that and just put yourself out there.
And just keep going.
And I think that's what GU does for the incoming, the new, the here for
everybody.
students.
So, we cater everyone. Doesn't matter where you're.
But yeah, I think we can go on and on about our experience just being a national student.
Yeah, there's a lot's happened in these past 3 years, guys. I'm saying like, I think one of the things that has like shocked me the most is there's people who don't even know I'm an international student. Just like the way I like carry myself sometimes. They just think, oh yeah, he's super comfortable here. He must be from here. I'm like, nah, man, it's all a facade. Like, I just was like, no, literally, yeah. Because I was telling myself like, okay, I don't want to like be American because that's not who I am.
Yeah.
But I want to feel comfortable in America. So like, let me, I'll like try the accent. Hopefully not make it bad.
Yeah.
I'll like, immerse myself in some of the cultural stuff. That kind of like sometimes even just like watching like American TV that like I hadn't seen before. Because like there's some things I used to get back home, but like they got so much, like so much here. It's insane. Yeah. So you gotta just sometimes you gotta just like shoot. You gotta just shoot and like try, make yourself at home here. Get comfortable. Exactly. That's the main thing. Especially like in a place like Rochester, it's not like super super common. I guess like there's like a fair bit of like people from other countries and things like that, especially in more recent years. But like if you were in like the New York cities of the world or like LA or like probably Miami specifically in Florida, and like I don't even know. There's like an insane amount of Nigerians in Houston. I could not believe it. Like there's so many, and like Atlanta, like big cities like that, you expect like okay, yeah, people are gonna just. They're gonna go, like you're gonna go in as a foreigner and like you're gonna be just at home. So like here it's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
But once you find those things that like you can like kind of use as anchors of like okay, yeah, once I like know these people, that's good. Once I know this place that I can eat, that's gonna be like trustworthy. I'll do that. No, I know these places I can go that are like cool. That kind of you just explore. Just explore. So it's a good way to do it.
So I guess that's pretty much the summary of our conversation. Cool. Be out there.
Sounds good.
Get comfortable.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's how you have some great friendships and connections. I think for me, I've made some great friendships and probably, hopefully, that's what.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All my life.
I would hope so.
Yeah. But
awesome.
I think that would be it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
We would love to hear from you. What you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, if I did well enough, tell her that I should come back.
to get featured again,
Thoughts. Yeah. Cool.
But I guess see you later, I guess.
Awesome. Bye. Do I do the cut thing now?
Yeah.
Cut. Let's go.
Back to it.
Awesome.
I hope that was recording. I always feel
no, if it wasn't I was like 20 minutes it was or 25.